Cool. Sanacast got somebody special coming in for the podcast today. You got your girl Sana, of course.
What's that in D.C. is chilling.
Your player partner G-Biz.
You're doing the champ hands. I like that. Andrew Schulz is in the building, repping with us one time.
Hi, everybody.
What's going on, my guy?
How are you, sir?
I'm good.
How you feeling being out here on the West right now?
I feel productive.
There you go.
Word.
I love coming to West Coast, man.
Got your
I always
yogurt
wake
down
up
good.
early and shit.
Where? Well, yeah.
I mean, it's early because you used to 3 hours later.
That's
so
what I'm saying.
That's
I
what
was
it
up at 8
means.
o'clock this morning feeling like a productive citizen.
You know?
yeah.
Gotta love that West Coast time.
Yeah, it's great.
Where do you want to start? Because you have so much going on right now. I mean, I know you're out here to do some things, but I mean, you're coming from all kinds of different production stuff.
Yeah, wherever you guys want to start.
So Guy Code, right?
Code, yeah.
You do
That
the
was
podcast.
a long time ago.
Well, it
Yeah.
was something you did though.
I
It
did
was
do
big.
it. Yeah, that was like maybe the first. That was the first TV thing that kind of popped.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you love it?
It was fun. It was
Yeah.
a cool show. It was definitely cool, but I think, you eventually outgrow it.
Of course.
You know, I'm
Was it-
34. I can't be talking about shaving pubic hair and stuff.
I mean,
It's too much.
technically
Make sure
you
cool.
can.
Yes,
Yeah.
Manscaped, please.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
never outgrow that.
No, I mean, I guess I believe in manscaping a little bit. Not too much. I feel like a girl has to earn that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like if you can get your dick down to the pubic hair, then I'll shave it.
If
Like,
you
you
what?
can get your mouth down to the pubic hair, then I'll shave it. But if you can't get it down there, then like, what am I wasting my time for?
Because you got to prep, bruh. That's why. Because you want to make sure that, you know what I'm saying, if
It looks
that is her deal
enticing.
breaker,
Yeah.
then you got to be like, done. Now make it
You don't
happen.
care about that? Do you really care about that? Like hair? We have hair all over our bodies.
But
You
it's
gonna
not
get upset
about the hair.
pubic
It's not about the hair. It's if you extra hair and you drop your drawers, you're going to have like swamp nuts. You don't want that.
Oh,
It's
wow.
Okay.
I didn't even
what
go
do you
there.
think is more swampy? A penis that's hanging around all day or a cavern?
that's covered.
There is one
I'm
woman.
just saying,
There's
like-
two actually women
I'll
here.
eat- I mean, we could curse, right? On this,
Of course.
Yeah.
I'll
say
eat
what you
pussy
want.
if a girl walked around all day. This is a walking city, right? And you got hills and shit. Pussy's not smelling good at 2 in the
Nah,
morning.
it gets musty.
Exactly, but we're
I'll
still going to
co-sign
eat
that.
it, so I don't want to hear anything about a little pubic hair. You know what I mean? And my dick is way hanging further away from it. We're good.
We are also a lot more like, than they are, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're more like, well, you know what?
I'll still do
the
it.
vagina is here. I
Right.
might as well. It
Yeah.
doesn't really matter.
Dive
I'm
on
return
in.
on investment.
Clearly,
put a
you're
lot of
strong on
time
this.
in, you know
Clearly,
what I
you're
mean?
strong on this. So go ahead and grow your hairs out, baby.
What's
go
that?
ahead.
What do you mean?
You're strong on your stance of
I'm
not
just
having to
saying.
manscape.
Listen, I'll shave it down for I like to shave it down like when I'm feeling like I don't have control of my life.
And what point is that?
I don't
What
know,
triggers?
Like things aren't going right and there's something I need to control.
You just need a reset.
Yeah, I'm like a cutter.
So you're like, let me
You know
trim
what I mean?
myself
You know,
down.
like those
Shaving.
girls up in like Seattle that like they cut their thighs and shit when they're feeling depressed.
That's
I do that with
freaking
my
horrible.
boobs.
Yeah, why?
Well,
I
whatever
didn't
it
know-
takes, I guess.
I didn't know
Yeah.
Seattle was known for that. But okay.
Right.
I don't know, like the
Well,
pasty white girls with the fucking colorful tattoos.
Seattle is a depressed city, though. It's gray up there all the time. You know,
Yeah.
people are
You just
generally
want some
sad.
control
So
of your life,
I
you
get
know?
why you would pick Seattle, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's kind of like gray up here, but I always bring good weather when I come to San Francisco.
Nice, bro.
Oh, this is
San
you?
Francisco's you guys lie so much about the fucking weather.
What do you
I
mean?
was just on my
Excuse
way
you?
over here. I was just on my way over here. Listen, we
Oh,
know
hell
it
no.
rains every fucking day. Stop acting like it doesn't rain every day.
Get the fuck out of
We know-
here.
And whenever you
This ain't
come here,
Oregon.
everybody here is in a fucking t-shirt and tank tops and shit. Homeless people sleep on the street getting sun. And you guys are like, yo, it's beautiful weather all the fucking time. It's like Los Angeles. No, it's not. Okay?
Well, it's not. I don't say it's like L.A.
No, it's
we
not.
definitely are cooler than L.A. But raining all the fucking time, please don't say that.
You know
You
why
don't
you're
live
cooler?
here.
Because the weather sucks. You need struggle to be
So-
fun.
First off-
So here's
Cool-
wait.
cool-
I'm
Y'all
gonna.
shit
almost got
is like
taken
the
out by a
air,
whole
man.
blizzard.
Like it's chilly sometimes.
Oh, I thought you meant like
Get the
more
fuck outta
swaggy.
here.
Oh God, we
Oh,
are
you
that
guys are
too.
way cooler because you have to be. It's harder. It's like,
Oh, you
economies in shittier climates are way better because they got to figure things out. They're not. There's no money in Spain because it's beautiful every day. I'll just drink a coffee, take a nap.
I'd like to
Think
go to
about
Spain.
it. Like, there's a reason why nice climates suck. What should I get a job? No, I'll just sit and pick a mango, eat
No,
it.
right.
You know
It's
what
like,
I mean?
yeah.
Why would I do anything? Norway, we got tons of shit because it's
Right.
freezing.
Greece,
Every fucking day.
right, yeah.
Greece sucks.
I'm gonna walk around with it.
Greece.
Walk
Yeah.
around with a sheep or whatever, and then sit on the beach.
There's food walking all over the place. You want me to get a job or work for some guy? No, I'm going to cut that lamb's leg off and put it in a fucking barbecue.
Damn it. Just murder the damn lamb as it
Oh,
stands there.
right.
You guys need some shit, you know? You're built, it's all fucking goofy, your streets.
Okay, so here's where you're missing out because you keep describing San Francisco. If you come right over to the brighter side of the bay in Oakland, then
town.
you'll understand. No, we're in San Francisco right now.
I'm telling you, you need to go
I'm
there.
telling you, you
Stop
need to come
talking
and
shit.
hang out in Oakland, and then your mind will be different on how
I
the
know
weather
Oakland,
and things
that's the
are
new
in
white
San Francisco.
neighborhood.
Definitely getting gentrified
That's
as
the white
hell.
neighborhood, right?
Yeah.
Oakland?
Yeah.
That's what's up. I
It's-
gotta go
it's
check out
turning.
the new white neighborhood, yo. That shit is wild, bro.
It is turning.
You're funny. You fit right in.
Yeah.
No, I heard about that one. I heard about that
You
one.
look
That
good
was
walking
cool.
down the
We
street.
just had to run one of your cousins off the lake the other day
What
because
happened?
there's some black guys were barbecuing at the lake,
Yeah.
and the lady walked over and called the police on them for barbecuing.
Yeah, get out of here.
Like,
Get out of here with the
what
barbecue.
are you doing over there,
Where are
looking
your
like
permits?
you're enjoying yourself at the lake in the sun?
How dare you?
Definitely sexually
What were they
frustrated.
barbecuing?
I don't know what they were making. Ribs, links.
No,
What do
they
black
were-
people eat? Ribs, links, chicken.
Barbecue some
I
cucumbers.
wasn't
She'd
gonna
be all
say
right with
chicken.
that
I was gonna let you say it. But I enjoy chicken myself. So who cares what they were barbecuing? Lady, get the fuck out of
shit. Is
here.
it legal to barbecue or
Yes.
She
illegal?
said it
It's-
wasn't with charcoal, but it's fine.
So
it's a
le-
barbecuing area.
Right,
It's
it's
legal
legal.
with charcoal?
Yes, it is legal in certain areas. It's illegal in other areas.
Yes.
She didn't know the difference. She called the cops on these guys,
Mm-hmm.
and then when the cops came, she busted out in white tears and was like, "Oh
Yo,
my God,
fuck
they
her.
were harassing me!"
Yeah.
So that's how they're trying to
She win?
They're trying
No, they told her to get out of here.
no.
So
So
what y'all complaining about?
we're complaining about we're complaining about Oakland
Boo-hoo.
being the
What
new
are
white
these
neighborhood
tears?
now.
What are these tears right here?
Right.
Someone called the police and then nothing happened. Oh, life is so bad.
No, it's trash.
I don't like you.
Like just as sensitive as she is, right?
He's
Y'all bitching about nothing.
He's a New Yorker though. What do you
Because
expect?
she's an ignorant piece of shit, and
People
she
are
needs
ignorant.
she's sexually frustrated. She needs to go rub one
Are
off and
People
calm
not
the fuck
ignorant?
down.
How y'all treat the Chinese delivery guy when he come through the hood?
I tip him and then eat
I
the
tip,
food.
too.
What are you
all
talking
right.
about?
Yeah, I
All right.
tip.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't tip. I'm broke. I don't do all
New
that.
Yorkers don't tip.
That's right.
That's who
right.
don't
The hood
tip.
is very nice to the Chinese delivery guy. We should get some Chinese delivery guys in here and ask how open-minded and progressive the hood is. That's what we should get.
Okay.
Are you from New York?
Yeah, born and raised.
Okay.
I'm saying everybody's ignorant. You know what I mean? Everybody is.
I feel like
I don't think everybody calls the cops on everybody though.
Well, yeah, not everybody got a good relationship with the cops.
well, you know,
No, fuck
I
her.
wonder why that is. Also,
because cops be fucked up, man.
Straight up.
A lot of cops are fucked up. It's wrong. You need to hold them accountable.
You ever had a run in?
Tons.
With the cops, yeah.
Like
But it's
how, what?
different. Like when a cop is an asshole to me, he's just an asshole. You know what I mean? Like it's not because I'm white, but when a cop is an asshole to you, it's because you're black.
I mean, it
Well,
could be.
that's
Genuinely
one of the
looked
concepts.
at like that way.
Sometimes he might be the same asshole that fucks with me,
Right.
but we don't know. But the assumption with you is it's because of color of your skin. The assumption with me is never that. So I guess that's my privilege.
No, the assumption is usually he's an asshole because he's a cop. But,
Right.
I mean, that's
Well-
it's not
But
so
no,
much
I
about
don't,
him.
because I don't feel that way. Like I got a lot of respect for people that like risk their lives for people's safety, like
That's true.
military, the
Absolutely.
police, firemen. Like I got. Now I know a certain percentage of everybody is going to be an asshole. A certain
Straight
percentage.
Facts.
Y'all, I mean, we're all in entertainment. There's a lot of assholes in entertainment.
I'm an asshole.
There are 4 of us on microphones right now.
True. I don't know you guys well enough maybe to make character judgments, but like I don't think you guys are assholes in like
Real life.
no, like I don't think you guys are mean spirited people like you
Like
wish
racists
bad.
or like,
racist
yeah.
or just
No.
like
Nah.
big, that kind of shit like that. But there's a certain amount of people in this business who are just dicks.
Yeah.
And we've dealt with them.
Agreed.
constantly.
Yeah.
We fucking deal. And I'm sure it just sucks when they're in positions of like real power.
For
like,
sure.
You know, when you're in politics or when you're in you're a policeman, when you got a gun, you're allowed. That's where it gets a little crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But I just don't want to make like the blanket statement because I'm appreciative of cops who, fucking die saving kids and shit. Like I remember 9/11, I saw these firemen running into the building and cops running into the fucking building. I'm like, after that, I can't shit on all cops. I see
Yeah.
you running into a building that's falling into the ground. You know what I mean? Like, so it's hard for me to just go, yeah, cops are assholes.
No, that's a real.
you know what I mean? Like,
it is an absolute real thing. I just had my home broken into in February for the second time in 8 months.
Fucking white lady.
Now I know, right?
Yeah.
I know.
Fucking white lady.
I know.
Looking for that delicious barbecue.
Well, you know what? I guess the problem is that white lady who was calling the police on the people barbecuing was too busy to notice the 5 people running into my house with TVs and shit on their way out.
He's
like,
moving.
Yeah,
He's moving
yeah.
out of the neighborhood.
Oh, that's not suspicious at all. You know what I mean? But like
I noticed your cousins came in here with ski masks and moved
Right.
all your sofas out of here.
Right.
Yeah.
I can't be the fuck the police person for that reason. Because surely when I saw somebody
Oh, man.
running out of my crib, first thing I did was be like, pardon me, Officer such and such, can y'all please get over here right now?
Should.
Yeah.
You pay taxes.
Right.
That's your police.
They had that thing looking like a standoff.
You deserve it just as much. You got
Right.
on speed dial as well, right? So yeah, you should. It's fucked up.
So your podcast is booming.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I do it with a pretty famous dude, man. He's
Brilliant
killing the
idiots.
game right
See
now.
the guy?
Yeah, Charlemagne the guy. He's iHeart Mafia.
He
know?
is.
Yeah, gang,
Yeah,
gang.
gang.
Mafia, but media, sure, whatever. No, but yeah, man, it's just fantastic, man. I mean, I love the podcast game. Even this kind of long form conversation, it's hard to have just on radio. You guys do radio, I imagine. every
Yeah.
day,
Yeah.
so
For sure.
you could have the convo, but it's got to get cut up by commercials and that kind of stuff, and maybe certain words or topics. You
Quick
can't
and
get into.
focused, and you
Cool.
got to sell stuff, and it's just not the same.
Yeah. So it's nice to have like both.
Exactly.
To have that long form discussion like we could have. I mean, that's what I really appreciate about the podcast world.
What got you into it?
We would just argue all the time. Like the conversations that we had. Yeah, like we did Guy Code together in a bunch of MTV
Right.
shows, and like we would just argue, And this is really before, like when I grew up in New York City, nobody listened to Power.
Right.
Like Hot was the station.
Of course.
I grew up listening to Star and Buck Wild every morning. I'm sure
Right.
you guys know Star and Buck.
Yeah, absolutely.
So like that's what we did. Power was like
Irrelevant.
you went to Power when they played the same, Jadakiss song on Hot.
Who was
3 times
over
in a
there?
row.
Was it Ed Lover who was over there at the time when Star and Buck Wild were
Everybody
on Hot?
started to like do the flip the power switch. That's what they were gonna say.
Yeah.
But like everybody was originally at Hot.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, Charlotte came over, and when he first got there, I'll be honest, I wasn't even really listening to radio, but I just saw him on Guy Code, and they showed me the pilot, and I was like, this guy's really good.
Mhm.
It was just like simple declarative sentences, like strong, quick. And I was just like, yeah, he's good. We would go to like these events together and stuff like that, and we just kind of me, him, and Duval, just for whatever reason, we just really connected.
Yeah.
And I just thought they were both so fucking talented. And Charlemagne just has a really incredible skill. He might be the best communicator of our generation in terms of like making an idea penetrate. What takes me like maybe 3 sentences to put together takes him like 4 words. It's just direct, A to B. I'll go A to like R
Right.
and then come back.
Yeah.
And it will be there, you know what I mean? But he just has this amazing skill. And we would just, but we'd have these long conversations, and I'm a pretty unapologetic dude, and I think that's maybe that's rare. I think a lot of times when like white people are around not white people, they like really like hold back their opinions.
Right.
Like, well, whatever you guys say is right.
Intimidated.
And you guys are like, well, white people are devils, and they're like, yeah, well, I guess we are devils. You know what I mean? Like, and I'll just be like, I never identified as like white first. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? Like in a way that like maybe like a Latina, like you're Mexican, I assume. Like maybe Mexican is your
Good
first
call.
thing.
A lot of
Yeah.
people say Filipino,
Really? Yeah, I can see some Filipino.
but that's probably because we had.
Yeah. I remember the first time I met Filipinos, I was like, yo, why these Mexicans speaking Chinese?
Wow.
People were like, that's Filipinos. I was like, all right, bet.
Right.
That one.
Very New York thing to say, my
Right,
man.
right.
Hey, we don't know. We
For
got Puerto
sure.
Ricans. We just started getting Mexicans.
Absolutely.
Well, you're
Wow, we
welcome.
just started getting the damn.
Yeah, so-
Okay.
You're welcome.
Listen, it's a longer trip.
True.
You know what I mean? They got to
Oh,
stop
geez.
here first on the way. So,
Fucked up.
but I guess that's what it was. We were having honest convos, And
Yeah.
it was like, it was one of those things where, I think when you got the same goal as somebody, you can hear them out.
Right.
And I think that's the biggest problem that a lot of us have when we're having any kind of discussion is we don't start with the goal. Like this whole thing with Kanye and like whether he's a conservative or he's not a conservative.
Right.
If the conversation starts with what is your goal? And he's like the empowerment of black people. Right? And you go, and then he goes, what's your goal? And you go, the empowerment of black people. And then you go, okay, what do you want to do? Well, I think that, personal accountability, blah, 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 some other, conservative ideology.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go, well, I think there's, we need reparation or these types of things. You can both have different ideas,
Yeah.
but if you want to get to the same place, I can hear you out.
Right.
And I
Yeah.
think that's where, like, Charlotte and I started having these conversations. There was, like, this trust there. There was, like, I know you might look different and you might look different, but, like, we both kind of want the same thing. We just got different ideas how to get there.
Mm-hmm.
But there was just so much trust that it was like, yeah, we could have these combos. And people just really took to it.
Yeah.
Now, granted, you say anything that people disagree with, they're going to try to make you radioactive.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, people are going to listen to this combo right now, and they're going to be like, oh, he was saying some shit about delivery dudes in the hood.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
this guy, da-da-da. Like,
People who want to be
Mexicans.
mad
Right.
will find a reason to be
Always.
mad.
Yeah.
and what
Always.
they do is when they're mad is they don't want to address your logic. So what they do is they make you radioactive, right? So instead of addressing what you said, they call you a racist,
Exactly.
right? Because now once you're a racist, I don't got to talk to you.
Right.
Right.
Why would I talk to him? He's racist. You know what I mean? Or like, oh, he's a rapist. You know, if there's any kind of like sexual misconduct, you're a rapist. And there's like, well, what are you talking about? Well, no, I don't even need to talk to you.
Right.
You're you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's their way of avoiding discussion. Is they just paint you,
Label you.
They label you some shit that you don't even want to talk to in the first place. It's a really good tactic.
Right. By making someone a pariah, you've now just been like, oh, we can dismiss everything that they're about.
That's
Exactly.
it.
It's the
You don't
same,
even got to talk
yeah.
to them anymore.
Yeah.
Right? You know, like Charlotte went through it. Like, Charlemagne doesn't like black women or something like
Yeah, yeah. No, I
And it's
remember
like,
that.
Yeah.
It's black wife, black daughters. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean?
What did he say that started that? I forgot.
It's a joke Deezus made.
Okay.
Yeah.
Deezus made a sarcastic joke about, like, it was just complete sarcasm. And then, you know, there's like the Tommy Lauren chick was popping.
Oh, right.
And he said something to the extent of, you know, I want black and Latino women to have this same platform that she has or something like that.
Yeah.
And they turned it into, like, they're not trying hard enough to have the platform or some
Right.
bullshit. But that's what they want to.
Comparison. Yeah.
Man, people are comfy. You know what I mean? You don't want to make them uncomfortable. It's like, you know what? How do I explain it? You know when you're peeing on yourself, it feels good. No, like at the
But-
beginning, it's warm in the beginning.
I understand where you're driving.
right? Like,
right.
like if you pee on yourself, it's warm, right?
Yeah.
Just while it's warm, it's fine, right? But once
And then
once
afterwards,
it
you're
gets
like,
cold-
the worst.
that's disgusting. And now I'm sticky. It's yeah. No, I get it.
So sometimes you got to keep peeing on yourself, right? And even though you're peeing on yourself, and even though it's hurting you, right? Even though you got more pee everywhere, it's more comfortable than to just go out there with pee all over your pants.
You reference this like it's happened a lot.
I just vividly remember peeing on myself as a kid, like in bed, but like not because I was too young to know not to. Sheer laziness.
Wow.
Like I remember,
That's next
I
level
literally remember
lazy.
being like, "Yo, I should just go to the bathroom." Man, fuck it, I'm gonna pee on myself and just peeing. Yeah,
We see
that
you
was
think
it.
different
That's
there,
down.
Schultz.
Yes.
Yeah, we see. We outside of the box with it. See where you're at.
A little bit.
Okay.
That's dope. Y'all definitely got a chemistry, man. People mess with y'all's podcast. That's dope.
Man, it's been so cool, man. It's just been cool to, like, you know, there's so many ways to connect with people, you know, like, and there's definitely the ways to connect culturally. You know, I don't know your background. What's your background?
What do you mean? Like nationality?
Yeah,
I'm black.
you're black, but
Yeah.
do you know where your
My
background?
family's from Mississippi, so
Oh, from Mississippi.
eventually, somebody came over on a boat. We ended
Right,
up in
right, right.
Mississippi. Here I am.
Gotcha. Okay, right.
Yeah.
So, like, you know, some people.
Always goes back to the boat.
I mean,
I mean, it's true.
It always goes
I'm
back to
here.
the boat.
that-
That's the biggest struggle with, like, social cohesion, I think, in America is like, and I get the struggle where it's like you need people to love country and love home in order to feel a part of it. And it's probably hard to love country and home if there's a history of home not loving you.
so
Right.
so here's why. I understand.
Feel me? Like,
I understand you asking, like, oh, what's your background? Because when I go to New York, I'm automatically Dominican, which
Yeah.
right,
you could
which,
absolutely look Dominican.
which
Yeah,
maybe folks are going, oh, okay, cool, but Dominican folks have a source of culture or something that's outside of here.
Yeah.
Whereas like black folks here,
You're
that's really
developing
what
it
you
now.
got. You got Mississippi, Louisiana, Georgia, the boat.
Yeah. And it's while it's tragic, there's also something exciting in that, like, you get to create your identity every day. You know, if you're born into being Scottish or born into being Mexican, like, what it is to be Mexican is established. Like, you are being black in America is so young. You get to decide what the music is. You get to decide what the vernacular is. You get to decide what the dress is. She can't change the fucking sombrero. You know what I mean? That's going to be part of it. That's it. You know what I mean? Like, that's just it, you know? So it's like, but I think there is, so while you're at a disadvantage because you don't have this cultural thing to lean back on, or it's still really young, it's also exciting that you guys get to decide your destiny in the future. I don't know. I think there's just different ways to look at those things.
For sure, because I mean, just because Mexican people are stereotyped with sombreros, I mean, there's definitely cultural.
Not stereotypes.
things.
I mean, like, I don't mean stereotypes.
There's
in terms of,
there's
like,
a direct cultural like
lineage,
position as far as like
thousands of
clothing
years
and
old. Yeah, like
and games
Well,
and
there
different
is
things
for
like that.
African American people too. Just
It's just
people didn't
younger.
embrace it either. And
Yeah.
They don't like it. It's not something that's celebrated on Cinco de Mayo and shit like that. Like there's not something where it's been highlighted, but it's always been there.
Yeah.
It's just not known.
You just had
it's newer, though.
Had less time to embrace it because
Right.
it's only been
Didn't want to.
about.
Still don't.
I mean,
Now you see people running around in dashikis and all kinds of shit and, whatever the case may be. It wasn't like that
but
a while back.
Their
I mean, but that
connection
was
to
so-
that is no different than yours. You were raised just as African as a lot of black people in America were, and you weren't raised African at all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so you don't have connection to the dashiki. You don't have connection to like the tribe or where your people are from or these types of things, right? This is like a new thing. Whereas you being raised as a Mexican, you told me you don't even speak that much Spanish, but you still knew what I said to you. If I put on some Vicente Fernandez, you'll be able to sing Volver.
So
That's my mom's. Hey, I had to sing that when I was
You'll be able to
pledging.
sing El Rey. You'll be able
Vicente.
to sing this shit, right?
Yeah.
Like, because it's already ingrained in
For
you.
sure.
So like these things are being ingrained, right now as you speak, and I think there's one way to look at it is like there's a huge disadvantage, right? Because you don't have certain cultural things to lean on. And then one thing that's really cool is you get to see which cultures are the most successful. And then you guys as a culture get to decide, let's do that. What are the Jews doing? Let's do some of that shit. You know what I mean? Like, like, let's go. What is that? What works?
or it's almost like too, and we notice it here in the Bay and even in New York with the experiences that I've had is that black folks go, well, what part of Africa do we feel? We don't know where we're from. We don't know any of that. But Nigerians are really cool right now. So we're going to play Nigerian music and hang out with Nigerian people. And, Ethiopian food is really good.
Yeah,
so we're
yeah.
going to go and we're going to eat that. Like, you don't know. Like, you might be
Ethiopian
from.
food got to be the best because
Bruh.
they ate all that shit. None left. You know how good your food got to be? That
Wow.
There ain't none of it left, yo.
I'm not messing with you. I'm
wow.
not messing with you.
That's
so
how you
mad.
can tell how good food is how little silverware you use to get it to your mouth, right? Because like my family's from like Scotland, right? And like if you look at like English culture, there's like 14 different pieces of cutlery.
Mhm.
One for the soup, one for the salad, like all these different forks. Food is horrible.
Horrible. Tasteless.
Awful food.
You've made these
Awful.
processes, but not developed any flavor at all.
You colonize the whole world and don't bring back flavor, yo.
Right.
You out here bringing back silks and shit. Bring back some tapatio.
Something.
Bring something back.
Anything.
Mexicans, they don't even got plate.
Nah, we don't.
You
need
just put it in the
Yeah.
taco, eat
Yep.
the whole taco. It's just there's nothing stopping you from eating the food.
Exactly.
Ethiopian, same shit. They got
The injera.
what is it called?
Injera. It's the bread.
Yeah, it's like a pancake kind of,
Yeah.
and you just
Yeah.
rip a little piece off, dip it in the shit. It's
Fuck with
delicious.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's dope.
Yeah. Good shit. It's a lot of those in Oakland. A lot of those spots.
Oh,
Ethiopian
out here?
food.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I think I need an East African wife, man.
Bruh. Beautiful women.
Oh, dude, Eritrean, Somali, or Ethiopian.
There
I'm
you
not
go.
gonna be
Beautiful
too picky,
women.
but smoking hot,
Word.
big foreheads, but it's
Big buns.
Nah,
too.
that's
They
re-
got
nah, I
big
mean, that's
buns,
real,
too.
though.
Yeah, they're just big here and here. They
Yeah.
balance it.
Yeah.
But
Where is
sassy,
the lie?
bro? Sassy
Yeah.
chicks,
Yeah.
man.
There's a lot of them in D.C. You can get them over there.
I know that's right. All the Eritreans are in D.C.
Hell
And then they
yeah.
put the Somalis in Minnesota.
That's where they are.
I think, I dead
The
ass.
Somalis.
I swear to God, the most Somalians outside of Somalia are in Minnesota right now. And I think they did it because they looked at like how the women dress with the headscarves and shit. They're like, let's put them a place that's weather appropriate.
All right.
I'm just saying, imagine you having to wear a headscarf and 100-degree Somali weather, and then you go to Minnesota and it's like 25 degrees. You're like, finally.
Finally relieved.
Makes sense.
Right.
This is what I've been needing the
Killing it
whole
right now.
time. Huh?
Inshallah.
Had we gone to Phoenix, Arizona, it would be trash.
Whole nother
Yeah,
story.
y'all already did that,
Andrew Schulz is kicking it with us. Tell the people why you're here.
I'm doing shows at the Punchline Comedy Club in San Francisco. It's on Battery Street, right?
She's like,
Yes,
get it
Battery,
right.
my guy.
Make sure Battery Street, and yeah, I'm gonna be doing. So if it comes out today, the podcast, we got 2 shows today,
Okay.
and then 2 shows Saturday. So come on out. That'll be
Dope,
fun.
dope.
If you guys come out, you guys should come out.
Are you doing like 8 and 10 or something like that? Is that what
8 and 10?
shows? Okay.
And then tomorrow is what? So 8 p.m. is almost sold out. 10:15. Ooh, a little earlier on
45.
Saturdays.
Okay.
Whoa.
Get the tickets now for Saturday, boy.
Do that.
Get it.
Take your mama out there. It's Mother's Day weekend.
Is it Mother's Day?
Yeah, on Sunday.
What?
Yo, my bad, yo. I got to call my mom. Yo, listen, we need more moms, man. I was just talking to them about
Yeah.
this today.
We need more moms.
Sure.
No, I mean this, bro. I honestly, in my heart, I feel like that's why everybody's so outraged. Like, you look at the places around the world that, like, have the most outrage culture and, like, social justice culture. It's the places where nobody has kids. Negative child rate. Go, like, Sweden, Canada. You know what I mean? They're just outraged by everything. It's because they don't have kids. There's no purpose. Once you have a kid, you're not outraged by nothing. It means
That's
nothing.
bullshit.
I got
I get outraged about a lot of shit.
Like what? The kid not eating?
Everything.
That's it. You're not. If somebody's coming up to you and they're like, "Oh, women make less," you're like, "I don't care. The kid's hungry. I don't care." Like that means
not
nothing.
true.
That means nothing.
We can think about other things.
Nah.
Thank
you got one focus.
Okay.
One focus.
You
Be
tell me
honest.
how to be a woman.
Be honest. Tell me how.
And a mother.
How many?
Get the fuck out of here.
How many women's marches you go to?
I haven't been able
That's
to.
what I'm saying.
I recognize
Leon,
it.
pick one.
You don't need to
time
go.
for
You
that
don't need to
shit.
go to a march to be outraged, though. You can be
Nah,
outraged.
exactly. I'm
How
mentally
many
there.
you go to, man?
There is a certain.
I almost dragged my daughter to the last one we just had out here,
And then
but
you're
I
like,
didn't
I ain't
do it.
marching,
She's
I'm too
little
tired.
though, so nah. She's
Hey.
little. When she's older, for sure, we gonna be out there. Teenage level, we're gonna be out there together.
Get these girls pregnant, man. I'm telling you, that's
Get
all.
the-
it is.
What?
Get
What?
these girls hey, man. I'm telling no outrage in DR.
How many kids you got?
No outrage in the DR.
I got 0.
Exactly. So what are you talking about?
I'm fucked up. I want kids. I want them more than anything, for real.
We need a Eritrean
You just gotta- that's what I
woman
was
to
saying.
come get some babies from
I know,
Andrew Schulz.
Eritrean.
Yeah, hit Reggae Gold on Saturday. They'll be there.
Where?
Reggae Gold in New Parish in Oakland, man. They'll
That's
be
where
there.
all the East African chicks
Oh
are?
yeah,
Yes,
right after your
absolutely.
show. Right
Oh,
after your
shit.
show Saturday night,
It's
come on
going
over to
down,
Oakland.
bro.
Go to New Parish.
It's going down.
They're gonna be. It's gonna be a whole
Or AU Lounge, too?
party full of them
Oh, I'm going, bro.
till 4 a.m. Come through.
Yes, let's go.
What was the list?
Ethiopian
Somalian.
chicks?
Yes.
Ethis, Somalis, Eritreans.
Dude, Ethiopia, man, that's an impressive country. Never been colonized.
Never. Yep.
Isn't that crazy?
That's right. Only one in Africa never
And
been.
the only one in Africa, man.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I wonder in the whole world if they're one of the only ones.
I don't know. Shout out to Selassie though.
Don't make me think
Boom.
that hard right now.
Selassie is
Selassie,
the,
aye.
He was the emperor of Ethiopia.
yes,
Yeah.
that you hear in all like the reggae music,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
That's right. Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Yeah, we need to talk to some Ethiopians. Are you African? Is that your descent?
I'm black and black.
You seem to know a lot about it.
I love African women. I've been rocking an Afro beats for a long time. I mean, I'll be running
The
around.
Afro beats are popular now, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know.
Why do you guys think that is?
Because I feel
Black
like.
Panther.
Well, I
Damn,
mean,
it's all
Wasn't it
because
a
of
little
Wakanda.
before, though, too?
nah, that,
It's all because of Wakanda.
it definitely.
Yeah.
We're waiting for that ranchera. When is the ranchera
I
coming
mean,
back?
can we get a Mexican superhero? What? We want to pop off too.
We need some Cielito Linda. No,
Sorry,
but
go
I
ahead.
feel like it started popping with maybe Drake was taking
Drake
that.
started
Wiz
bringing
Kid,
the Wiz
Wiz
Kid
Kid,
and all of those
yeah.
guys over here. Yeah. So
Yeah.
a lot of like Nigerian music. It started to kind of penetrate. A lot of stuff moved into London, and then they started bringing over some of that kind of cultural stuff. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's how world music Afro beats kind of started
Oh,
popping
so
off bigger.
it hit it in London,
hmm
and then London.
London and Toronto heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Spread
London
out.
and Toronto, I've noticed this. They don't have, you know, how, like America has black people.
Mm-hmm.
London and Toronto have people that are black,
Yeah, but
but
no.
they're not black people. They
Right.
are Jamaican, African, etc.
Caribbean.
So,
yeah.
so they probably were already been listening to the music from
Yeah.
the homeland, etc. So maybe that's why it took us a little longer over here.
right.
A heavy influence. You know, if you got these cultures that are based in these different, countries, they bring it over. Yeah, people
Yeah.
fuck with it.
And you see like the American influence in the Afro beats too.
Definitely.
Just Drake.
Just Drake.
Yeah, I mean, and some of them started to kind of speak English on the records. Before you didn't really have that. Like
Yeah.
before it was just Fela, and he do half English and then half Nigerian, but he didn't really speak too much English, full records.
Right.
Now you got cats like that are doing full English records, but just bringing the sounds over.
That's hot.
Yeah, and
Make it accessible.
And a lot of like actual like rappers that are based in like Africa are like definitely heavily influenced by that. But I mean, they make records for everybody, man. And you got these DJs too,
Everybody.
like Black Coffee and tons of folks that are pushing shit internationally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it's a good time. It's a good time, man. Music got really inexpensive to sell, but the market for it got massive.
Blew up streaming,
right?
Because you can just put stuff up there, and then somebody finds it
Exactly.
anywhere in the world, and they're like, bet. And then they go on it and
Viral.
tell all their friends, and next
Straight
thing you
up.
know, you have a culture that started in,
internet.
Malaysia or something like that. Think about Gangnam Style
Yeah,
a couple years ago. So it was like this, you know what I mean?
Yeah, the South Korean
Thing, and that's
Psy,
the biggest, most heard song ever.
Yeah, it's crazy that, dude. I mean, that's what the internet changed things for me, man. I started putting stand-up clips on YouTube because nobody would buy the stand-up special that I put out, or that I filmed, and I literally got turned down from every single network.
Really?
And I put out this thing called 441, which was like a shorter version of this longer of the whole special, and it was about like 16 minutes. And literally that weekend, I sold out a few shows in San Diego, and I was like, it's just a coincidence. I doubt that has anything to do with it. And then I started doing this thing, 52 weeks of stand-up. I put a new stand-up clip out every single week for a year.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, I'm going to like Columbus, and I'm selling out shows in Columbus. I sold out 4 shows in Miami, and then Tampa, and like what the fuck is going on? And I started talking to people, and they're like, yeah, dude, we always knew you did stand-up, but we never like saw it, so we didn't believe in it. And it's hard to get someone to get off their couch.
Yeah.
Like, home is comfortable. You got Netflix, you got Hulu, you got all these things you could do at home. So to get them to leave, you got to prove that you're actually good. And it was like, not getting my shit sold to any of the networks was the most humbling thing, but it was also the best thing because I started putting these clips out and they would go viral, and like all these people would start coming out to shows, and I got to control it all. If I put it on Netflix, maybe nobody would have seen it.
Yeah.
So it's a cool time to create shit.
Exactly.
Because if it is what the people want, like if you have the sauce or whatever that shit is that people need, man, they will fucking get it.
Yeah, you got more power right now to touch more people than you ever have, and it's all in the palm of your hand.
That's it. Yeah,
And it's free.
Yep.
It's fucking free.
fucking
yeah,
free.
it's your Verizon bill.
All right.
Yeah, man.
Real shit.
Crazy.
So Andrew Schulz in
man.
San Francisco, Punchline.
Yeah, come
2
out.
shows tonight, 2 shows
I hope
tomorrow.
you guys come out some show, man.
Try to check you out, man.
Yeah,
I
that's
might,
a no.
I might.
That's
I'm
a
gonna
polite
go
no.
get
No, you know what though?
No,
You know what? I got. I'm booked all tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tonight,
Easy.
I'm supposed to
Calm
hang
down.
out. I'm just saying though.
Okay.
Tonight, I'm supposed to be hanging out with Sana G
Yeah,
in the
we're gonna
town.
go get drunk.
Oh,
but
sick.
Yeah.
if you 7:30, is it 7:30?
7:30
Yeah.
tomorrow.
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock tonight.
Yeah.
8 and 10 tonight. Yeah.
All right, I might roll to 8 o'clock.
All right, word. Cool, man.
I'm not
Say-
gonna make that promise.
It's okay, Sana.
Yeah. I love
I
you though.
forgive you.
I love you
too.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
9:45 tomorrow. I might pull up on you only if we go check out some Eritrean women after.
I'm with it.
Let's go. We can make it happen.
All right.
You
Well,
feel
for
me?
sure. I appreciate y'all. Sanacast. Make sure you get that free iHeartRadio app so you can go ahead and, listen to what we talked about with Andrew Schulz and everybody else that we do on the podcast and whatnot. Make sure you listen every day of the week, Monday through Friday. Sana G Morning Show right here on 106 KMEL. Well, holla.
Tune in.
Peace.
Peace, man. Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. On top.